Here we are with Somerset Captain Tom Abell. Tom, it is great to see you after a long period of time. But before we get started and chatting about the season ahead, firstly, that's a rather fetching T-shirt. What's the story behind that?
Yeah, it's an initiative. So this is our new training shirt. Initiative, I guess, to show support for the NHS, who've obviously done a phenomenal job during this pandemic. It's designed by Tom Clark. I picked the winner, and hopefully you agree. It's a nice shirt. But yeah, hopefully we can raise a little bit of money for the NHS.
A great cause, and great to hear you taking a little bit of credit for the design as well. But well done to Tom. But obviously, it's really exciting for you and the rest of the players and the staff to be back. Well, what's it been like training? Obviously, just in this kind of rather kind of surreal environment.
Yeah, naturally, training's felt slightly different. Sort of got to keep our distance at all times and things. But I think everyone was probably getting itchy feet a little bit, having had 2 or 3 months out, and it's been great to get back in with the boys. Get that feel of playing cricket and training together again. So energy's been great. I think everyone was chomping at the bit to get back, and skill level's been pretty good. Training's been really competitive. Obviously, I think the build up to the games is relatively limited because the games are due to start on the 1st of August, I think. So, practice has been really competitive. We had a good run out the other day, batters against bowlers, that type of thing, and you're looking in pretty good net yourself behind the stumps, Snelly. But all in all, yeah, I think preparations are going really well.
I was trying to go through this interview without mentioning my keeping, but glad you got that in. I think there has been some discussion about the lead-up time being quite challenging from a workload perspective. Well, why is that? Why do the players need such a lead-in to play professional cricket?
I guess, like with anything, when you've had a period out, physically you've got to build yourselves up, particularly the bowlers. They've got to prepare their bodies for the demands, especially of 4-day cricket. And I guess from a batting point of view, guys want to sort of feel bat on ball again and, find that rhythm. But ultimately, the best way to find the rhythm is, batting out in the middle in games. So I guess compared to what we're used to, it is relatively limited. But at the same time, every team's in the same boat. They're obviously slightly different circumstances that we face this year, but that's no issue. We just want to be playing cricket and competing, which obviously that looks like we're going to be able to do pretty soon.
In preparation for this season, Somerset have benefited from strength and depth in recent years, but some of the players are involved with the England bubble, which at the moment means that they may or may not be back for Somerset action. That has left a few more youthful faces. I'd still count yourself as one of those. But how are those newer members of the squad shaping up in preparation for what this is a truncated season?
Well, I appreciate that, Snell. I'm 26 now, so getting on a bit. But no, as you say, there is quite a youthful feel around the squad at the moment, which is great. Great opportunities for those young lads to sort of stake their claim, and there's a huge amount of talent. That's obviously particularly pleasing that they may be young, but the quality is definitely there, and that's going to make a really competitive environment. And as you say, we've got a number of guys in England squads at the moment. Again, I think a great reflection of where the club's at, that those guys are getting recognised on that level. But yeah, there's a great feeling around the camp. As a squad, we've gelled really well. And as I say, the best thing about it is how competitive training's been, and guys really sort of pushing each other's standards.
Have you had a chance yet to calibrate what it's going to look like in terms of with some 4-day cricket and some T20 cricket, and what the club's ambitions are, and what are the targets for this short season?
Yeah, I mean, by the sounds of it, we're going to have 5 not championship, but 4-day games for the Bob Willis Trophy, and then there's going to be 10 2020 games. And all of which I think is regionalised, obviously to reduce the travel, I guess. But in terms of our aspirations as a club, it's an opportunity for us to compete and to win trophies. That's what we're here to do. I think the circumstances are different, but equally, that doesn't take away from the fact that we're trying to win. That's what we're here to do, and we're here to represent Somerset, and we want to win. That's our priority. So, as I say, I appreciate, it's slightly different. It's not going to be the county championship of normal, but that's not going to detract from what we're looking to do.
Yeah, certainly your excitement and the team's excitement about being back will be slightly strange for Somerset supporters, because there's still a huge amount of uncertainty whether or not they'll be able to come into the Cooper Associates County Ground and watch you guys play. And obviously, there's a huge amount of empathy there, I know, from yourself in terms of the supporters who are going to watch you. What would your message be for the Somerset members and supporters?
Absolutely. I mean, I guess we as players, relatively fortunate. We've been able to get back into cricket, back into training, and do what we love. And ultimately, I also recognise it's not quite the same without our supporters and our members. And I know there's still going to be a bit of frustration around that they're not able to come watch Somerset play. So as you say, I do empathise with those, but hopefully, as a country, we can come out of this pandemic sooner rather than later, and everyone can enjoy cricket here at the Cooper Associates County Ground.
Yeah, in the meantime, there's obviously a potential opportunity for supporters to hopefully tune into some live streaming of our games, if indeed crowds aren't allowed, which is we're still not sure of. You yourself, did you find some time to watch some of the online streaming from some of the other matches that have been going on recently?
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching obviously the build up to the Test series. From our point of view, hopefully I'm batting out in the middle. If I'm watching, it doesn't mean that I've done very well. But no, of course, we're sort of incredibly fortunate, that we do have a great live stream, and I talk to sort of family and friends, and it's amazing really the number of people that are tuning in and following Somerset. So we're incredibly grateful for that support. As I say, most things have to be virtual at the moment, but I guess that's the way it has to be.